3 minutes to the representative from Louisiana. Recognized.
Madam Speaker, just this morning we learned that inflation rose 7% over the past year. It's the highest rate since 1982. We have empty shelves. We have unfilled jobs due to labor shortages across the country. Schools are shutting down again. Crime is soaring in our cities, and faith in our institutions is in rapid decline. And what are Washington Democrats focused on? They want to blow up the rules of Congress so they can pass their extremist agenda to federalize local elections, legalize ballot harvesting, ban voter ID requirements, fund their own campaigns with precious taxpayer dollars. It is truly unbelievable to the people back home. Chuck Schumer says this is a response to the 2020 election and the state election laws passed in 2021. That's obviously not a true statement because the bill they're peddling was first introduced, in 2019. Joe Biden says it's to stave off the reemergence of a second Jim Crow era in states like Texas and Georgia, which passed election integrity measures this year. But that's a ridiculous charge. I mean, literally, it is the opposite of the facts that any person can verify with a single internet search. The truth is, Georgia's law has more days of early in-person voting than Joe Biden's own home state of Delaware. The 2020 election saw the highest turnout of voters in 120 years. And according to the Pew Research Center, 94% of Americans agree it is, quote, easy to vote. There is no widespread voter suppression in this country, and everybody knows it. In fact, voter registration disparities between minority and non-minority voters in states like Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Mississippi, Louisiana are below, listen, the disparities are below the national average and lower than Democrat-run states like New York, California, and Delaware. That's the facts. For Democrats, the only problem they're seeking to solve is the problem of how to secure for themselves more votes. Now, we've heard in New York, Democrats recently voted to allow foreign citizens to vote in American elections. You heard it right. It's a blatantly unconstitutional scheme that defies the most basic rule of our system. Hey, 7th grade civics, American elections should be decided by American citizens. New York's ridiculous new law has been challenged in court. We don't know what the outcome of that's going to be, but we can all take a stand here tonight to reaffirm to the people of this great nation that their legally cast votes will not be watered down and negated by the ballots of non-citizens. Madam Speaker, if the previous question is defeated, Republicans will amend the rule to provide for consideration of a resolution that acknowledges this simple truth. Allowing illegal immigrants and non-citizens to the right to vote devalues the franchise and diminishes the voting power of United States citizens. We all have an opportunity to go on record right here tonight to make our positions on that issue clear. I urge my colleagues to reaffirm the rights of U.S. citizens and vote no on the previous question. And I yield back.
The gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman is recognized.
So let me remind everybody, if you vote